it will leave Sloan in the dust. Sloan has taken 8 years to cover 1/4 of the night sky. The new telescope will scan the entire sky in even greater resolution every 3 days. The vast amounts of data we have today allows researchers in all sorts of fields to test their theories on a previously unimaginable scale. But more than this, it may even change the fundamental way science is done. With the power of today's computers applied to all this data, the machines might even be able to guide the researchers.
We're at a potentially profoundly important and potentially one of the most significant points in science, and certainly one of the most exciting, where the potential to transform not just how scientists do science, but even what science is possible, and what will power that transformation of both how science is done and even what science is possible is going to be computation.
Many of the dynamics of the natural world, like the interplay between the rainforest and the atmosphere, are so complex that we don't as yet really understand them. But now, computers are generating literally tens of thousands of different simulations of how these biological systems might work. It's like creating thousands of hypothetical parallel worlds. Each and every one of these simulations is analyzed with statistics to see if any are a good match for what is observed in nature. The computers can now automatically generate, test, and discard hypotheses with scarcely a human in sight.
This new application of statistics will become absolutely vital for the future of science. It's creating a new paradigm, if you like, in science and the way in which we can do science, which is increasingly, which one might characterize as data-centric or data-driven, rather than being hypothesis-driven or experimentally driven. So it's exciting times in terms of the science, in terms of the computation, and in terms of the statistics.
Now, if all that sounds a bit abstract and theoretical to you, how about one final frontier? Could statistics even make sense of your feelings? In California, where else, one computer scientist is harvesting the internet to try to divine the patterns of our innermost thoughts and emotions.
Well, this is the Madness Movement. The Madness Movement represents a skyscraper view of the world. Each of these brightly colored dots is an individual feeling expressed by someone out there in a blog or a tweet. And when you click on a dot, it explodes to reveal the underlying feeling of that person. This is what people say they're feeling today. Better, safe, crappy, well, pretty, special, sorry, alone. So every minute We Feel Fine crawls the world's blogs, takes all the sentences that start with the words I feel or I am feeling, and puts them in a database. We collect all the feelings, and we count the most common. They are better, bad, good, right, guilty, sick, the same, like shit, sorry, well, and so on. And we can take a look at any one feeling and analyze it. Right now, a lot of people are feeling happy. We can take a look at all the people who are happy and break down by age, gender, or location. Since bloggers have public profiles, we have that information, and so we can ask questions like, are women happier than men? Or is England happier than the United States? We find that as people get older, they get happier. And moreover, we find that for younger people, they associate happiness more with excitement. And as people get older, they associate happiness more with peacefulness.
And we also find that women feel loved more often than men, but also more guilty, while men feel good more often than women, but also more alone.
As people lead more and more of their lives online, they leave behind digital traces. And with these digital traces, we can begin to statistically analyze what it means to be human.
So where does all of this leave us? We generate unimaginable quantities of data about everything you can think of, and we analyze it to reveal the patterns. And now, not only expert, but all of us can understand the stories in the numbers. Instead of being led astray by prejudice, with statistics at our fingertips, our eyes can be open for a fact-based view of the world. So, more than ever before, we can become authors of our own destiny. And that's pretty exciting, isn't it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.